YouTube, I don't think so. I was trying to get some things done, but can happen. It's okay. Let's see. We will forget YouTube for a second. Just going to share my screen, and we are going over the weekly overview. I hope you guys cashed well on GBP USD last week. That's one of the main numbers where we had some good results. Sharing my screen, you guys. I hope you guys can see it. Putting CCI a bit down. Okay, should all be good. I can't do any settings on the camera. It's a bit dark because of the sunshine behind me. Normally I can change it a little bit on Zoom, but this time I can't. So we are gonna keep it like this. It's okay. It doesn't need to be too big. Woo. Let me know where you guys are calling in from. I see Coco NTC from Ghana. Welcome. We are just getting started a little bit later than normal on a Monday. I honestly had a really, 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 really rough night, and not only me, more my son Juris. Um, I don't know. He was softly crying in his sleep. It might be just bad dreams or whatever, but it was so sad to hear. So I joined him from like 4 o'clock or so, and so I slept only 4 hours. But that doesn't mean there's no excuses not to do the things that you are promised, right? So that's why we are live, and we are gonna check. Anyway, coming back to GBP USD, I really hope that you guys made some good funds here. Um, Here I had GBP USD drop 50 pips, continuing downtrend on our last session. And we did drop those 50 pips actually like 2-3 hours after I announced that. Here you can see the trade idea, which was a little video. It was a Tuesday, so on Monday we said it will be dropping, which hit take profit, and then I made a little video which explained the continuation drops. And that video was posted, and we see here the results. The first take profit hit pretty quickly, and it was about 50 pips indeed. And we said, okay, maybe we will even go to that lower level, which was an old S0 level from pivots. But of course, you are following the pivot level. So we hit take profit here, and we spiked through, we stayed in, and then because there was so much downwards volume, there was actually another drop when pivot dropped from another 50, 60 pips, 62. And now we are above the cloud. So at this moment, it's definitely not a sell. So I'm gonna remove all those arrows and lines because we don't need them anymore. Nice thing is this one will stick on there because it was pretty good. Suspected spam caller. Okay, it's good that Android already knows that by now. Okay, so we are going to see the whole list. So GBPUSD unflagged. AUD NZD, we were planning to sell. Oh, this was nice. Wait, let me put this. Don't need all of that. So this was nice. We had two scenarios, a lot of white lines because we didn't know the pivot levels yet. Here, this one comes quite close. We had some levels here. Market went down at the end. It went up first, but it went down to our take profit here. And then we continued. And look how cool this is. So we had two scenarios. We had the blue scenario and we had the pink scenario. So both of them had an option. I think I can turn this one off just to have a better idea. So this was the Monday analysis, and we said, okay, these are the options, right? And we have here, we have blue, and then going down. Or we have red, the opposite of the last week, and then we are going up. And you see here that first Monday and start of Tuesday, we were expecting to stay within this block. And we actually did. Then there was a breakout, and it first looked that it would go and follow the red one. But then it turned red, 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 and that's why you can start selling with infinity. Red, red, red under the cloud, sell. And here we have new sell entries, red, red, red under the cloud to sell again. So we had a Wednesday, Thursday sell and a Friday sell. And I hope that you catch some of those guys. AUD NZD for the drop. Let me know. Howdy, Texas. Hello, Belgium. Hello, Antwerp, Belgium. Hello, good morning, Canada. Yeah, Canada is still awake. Very good to see. I hope you guys catch some AUD NZD, and I'm gonna delete all this extra stuff, but it's very interesting. And I'm going to put pivot levels back because we have a drop here. We have red, 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 so red major trend, red minor trend, red entry line. I'm still working on the infinity box, but here it's completely correct. Only issue is CCI is a bit too positive after this ride up. So you can wait for CCI to be negative. So wait just a little bit, and then this would be the trade that can take 1 to 2 days. 22 pips. I honestly think that would be possible in just 1 day. So it's actually a short-term time frame. It's not really the long-term trade that we are looking for in this session. But anyway, that's what I think from AUD NZD. AUD CAD, we had a drop. We said sell, red, red, red. We wanted to sell 35 pips, hit take profit. First take profit was here. Next take profit was there. How did we come to this line? I don't know, because it could have been a little bit lower as well. I think we took those ones. Now my other phone is going. I just really want to go airplane mode today. You guys know what I mean? Just that feeling that you want to say, okay, not today. Anyway, 35 pips, then we could go a little bit deeper to the S0, and then we very shortly on Friday had a very deep S0, which is great because that gives us more information about what the rest can do. So we haven't seen such a deep opportunity. So for now, this white level is done. Those arrows very beautiful. Now we have currently the major trend is red, so it's 4-hour downtrend. This one is red. It's the minor trend. It's the 1-hour downtrend. So it's the current time frame and the next time frame. And then here we have the entry line currently green. So we want that entry line to switch to red And when it does, we can start selling here towards the bottom of pivots. And then actually the next level would be somewhere here if it holds that new at zero level, which can be for the next coming days, talking about 2 days after entry. And I think you need like half a day for before entering this, would be about 50 pips. So I'm staying also with a red flag on AUD CAD, which for me means I'm only selling. That's the most important of my theory, is that I choose a direction and I'm only going up or down. And if I feel that this is a sell, I'm not gonna try to buy little things above. I'm not trying to buy pullbacks and stuff like that. I'm just in generally going down. That is kind of my that's my biggest idea. And here I have a certain trend, a certain flow, and I like to continue that. And we can use go a bar chart if you want, bar pattern for 5 days. If you like, you can use a bar pattern. Let me put a little bit lighter color. So this is just basically how it can look. And this is the speed of the chart of last week. And we know that the speed of the chart is mostly continuing. So you see here we have up, maybe one more time, maybe going to kiss the cloud. Maybe we only start selling here. We will need to see how those candles are forming. But basically, you see here this arrow. This arrow I put almost exactly on where I expected it to actually hit. Actually, on the candle, I was correct. Now, how does that happen? It's just the general speed of the chart that I'm already seeing from here that I try to continue in the steepness of my arrows. And actually it's exactly there. Then this one here could have gone steeper or a little bit longer, because you never know. But this is about the speed of the chart. Now, also what you can find here is you can find different support resistance levels that sometimes really level up. Here you see the low, the high and the low from here. So that can be a support resistance level. Here you see a certain level making a low, having some candle closures here as well. And of course we have here the ultimate low, which is not a support level, but it's like continuing last week's trend by exactly 1 week. So that's basically how it looks for me. And let's see if that would look the same for you guys too. And if we can catch this, because here we have first 22 and then about 50 pips again. So guys, this session is on the 1 hour time frame. And what I would like to do for people on a 1 hour time frame is to find 5 trades that are going to give you 50 pips this week. So if you have 5 trades that give you 50 pips during the week, you're good to go. Sometimes you need to try 6 or 7, because some of them will hit your stop loss and then you would actually be behind. But just try to find a bunch of trades that make 50 pips over the week, and you're good to go. For the shorter term people, I will trade on the 15 minutes, and I would try to find about 5 pips, 5 trades a day with about 10, 15 pips. Because some of them will be 7.5, some of them will be 10, some of them will be 15. But that's what I would look for on the shorter time frame. I'm gonna need a Red Bull to get through this day. All right, so that's the idea. So 15 minutes, 5 times, a small trade during the day, or 1 hour, 5 times a trade during the week. and maybe you need 6 or 7. But basically, that's the idea. If you have 5 positive times 50, they have 250 a week. That's actually more than enough. Most traders I know, they do more like 250 per month, because that's the realistic number. That's the number where we are talking that it's, how you say, it's realistic, because 50 pips 5 times, not every week gonna give you 250 pips, because you are gonna have losers also, even though you shouldn't have a lot. How can we get your indicator? That's a very good point. I will drop the tool. You can read all about it. Read all about it and order here. So this is like the website where you can read all about the Infinity trading tools, and you can also order it, and then they will be activated on your TradingView account. Please use your TradingView username as your name, not your real name, but your TradingView username as your name in the order, so my team can find you and activate the software for you. AUD had positive news about retail sales inflation a few hours ago. Yeah, so that's where this little thing comes from. But the point is that it's not really very, very big impact. It's very good to check fundamental news, guys. Very important. But it's a mix about fundamental and technical that's gonna make you win. AUD, look at that. We hit take profit on all levels. So this was the Monday trade, 20, 30 pips, 60 pips, and even the 120 pips for this Friday. Really happy. And then we started to make pullback. So straight after we had the S0 level hit. You see here with the spike, it hit a few candles before, it just stayed away from it, 74463. Here, technically, we had it, and then was this the NFP? Yeah, this was the NFP. But anyway, like a beautiful ride of 120, 118 pips down. Before moving to the other side of the cloud. And now we have the major trend red, the minor trend red. Didn't really touch the minor trend though, and the strong resistance. It tried, but didn't come there. Needs to get to the other side of the cloud before we can pull up a stunt like that again. So very roughly the week, because you can also measure that like this. If you wouldn't count the NFP, which is all this volume, we can do like this, but I prefer to do it under the cloud. So when this whole market comes back, which probably takes like a few days. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this would be till Friday. So if this market comes down under the cloud, then this would be the same steepness of last week. And it would be really cool to see the market goes down here to a level like that. We're gonna see. Here we have a lot of volume about the NFP and continuing of the NFP. It's now correcting. It should correct at least 50%. So I think it will go to the weak support level here. And then the question is, where do we go? Do we go up and just change trend, or make big pullback? Something like this. Or are we gonna continue down and continue down? So pivots will tell us during the day. Currently, I'm unflagging this one because it's not a sell right now. And if it will become a sell, I will let you guys know. So I'm gonna save those arrows for myself. And then when there is any entry, I'm gonna drop a trade idea on TradingView. So I'm gonna publish it. And honestly, there was like an option to publish the video idea like I did with the GBP last week. And let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat box. What would you prefer? One, the trade idea as a static picture with maybe some details on it, and then that it's easy to understand. Plus, you can use that play button in TradingView to see how it actually played out. I personally really like that to keep accountability for someone who's posting an idea. Or put number two in the chat if you like the video idea with having a little 2-minute, 3-minute explanation about the trade. So one for publish just the trade idea with the idea or that you can track it maybe a bit better, or the video idea where you need to do the tracking manually, but you have a 2-3 minute video about the idea. Let me know what is your preferred in the chat, guys. So one for the published idea and two for record video idea. I see 1, 2 from Red Matt. Okay, thank you. Let me know, guys, what do you think? Hello from Philippines. Can you get your team to look at my account? Yes, Les, of course. Okay, Les, we're gonna sort you out. Already texted them and you. Los Angeles AUD better. Sydney can't keep out BTC for too much longer. I agree. 2. Wow, I see a lot of twos. Only Jos is saying one. Published trade idea, of course, has more data. But if you guys want the little videos, I'm actually really happy to make them. So I'm gonna do that. People who work longer with me, they say, one, just publish the trade idea, give me the numbers, and it's nice to track a trade idea because you can hit that play button to see how your trade's going. But a video idea, I understand for maybe people who are a bit more new also to say like, oh, I like to hear you during the week. Maybe you guys miss me during the week. I get that. Okay, so we are 22 minutes live, so I'm going to not rush, but in about 20 minutes we are going to go through all the different pairs. What we are looking for is we look for a major trend and minor trend, both to be red for a sell or green for an uptrend. And then we have the entry line to see if we can enter right now, and a CCI to see if we can enter right now. That should be below zero for the sell and above zero for the buy. This pair is clearly not in a certain direction. The 4-hour trend is clearly going down. The 1-hour trend saw the pullback and now started selling again. There was a sell on Thursday. Nothing really easy to sell on Friday, maybe this little one here on smaller time frame. And then it moved up. So that's not an easy one. Here we have a downtrend. Here we have a downtrend on NZD USD, major downtrend, minor downtrend still down, and only thing is after NFP, price moved up. And we have a little bit the same story here. So I would see the price coming back under the cloud. We take a certain line as in the speed of the chart, and somewhere here, I would say when it's under the cloud, when pivots are coming down, maybe towards this level here, we would expect some. This is the Monday. I think we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to figure out what this pair is going to do. Saving it. And all right, guys, thanks for the votes. I still see more twos than ones. So more people are opting in for the video idea. So maybe I will do a mix of both. That basically is already clear to me. Major trend, minor trend, both red on NZD CAD. entry line green need to wait to come under the cloud, but I don't like this very stable week actually. Yes, we had some drops, but also the main part of the market stayed in this area. We had a few breakouts, but yeah, therefore the top of the pivots already came down 2 times. The bottom went up as well, so pivot shrinked. Now it shrinks again. The only thing that's good here about this shrinking process is that the pivot level that was here also dropped, which means that the future, this is basically the new box, because the box is between 5 and 3 and 5. So the box moved from where it was, and I can do that officially by hitting those levels. So the box officially was the halfway between pivot and this one, and halfway between pivot and this level. That's where, so we have the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8. Here we have the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1, and the 0. So this was the official box, the trade box where the market likes to hang out for over 44% of the time. Now that box dropped down. So that is very interesting in our downtrend. So I wouldn't mind. We are now hitting the R8 and above R8. So let me turn this off here. This is what you want to see. So it had more spikes under the box, which is still confirming this downtrend, than that it had spikes above the box. Now currently it is above the box. It's hitting the R8 ultimate resistance, and I hope the market goes down. If it goes to pivots and it comes below, then we can start. It's also below the cloud. We can start looking into potential sells. The only problem with this one is that currently it's very, very small. It's 11 pips, and I would more like to go for those 40 to the older S0 levels. Well, it just looks from Tuesday, Friday, it just looks very spiky, and the whole week was not really exciting. So from that perspective, I'm not gonna save this. I'm not gonna do anything with NCD Cat for this week. Sometimes you need to be very selective, very selective. Let's look at the Europe session. Europe session, we have a major downtrend on Euro GBP, even though the market has been going up and down, and actually it's not really making higher lows yet. It's more equal lows. Little bit higher highs, but equal lows. So it's not really a proper uptrend yet, and that definitely it didn't. It's tried to squeeze a few times above the major trend here for almost 24 hours, but it dropped again below. So it's very unclear. So guys, when do we make money here? Look at this. When we have a sell-off trend. And even without the pivots, it's clear here. Here we have the sell signal. Here's the early red, red, red below the cloud. A red, red, red below the cloud. And actually you can take this trade in one time all the way till here. This arrows probably come from the 15 minutes where I was trading on a daily basis. But if you look on the hour, the entry line only becomes green here. So you would just take the sell entry here and exit there. That's a very, very beautiful ride. The ride will take a few days. This was 60 pips over 6 days. Probably you don't do 6 days. Probably you closed before the weekend if it's blue. But anyway, choice for that one is yours. Then this, we make no money. We see the major trend is still down. Price started to move up. The only thing what you can see here is that price moved up, retested, and then it should go up, and it should go up way more. But no, the price decided to jump under the major trend again, which now makes the opposite move of dropping, retesting, and then dropping again. And then this one probably towards there. So that's what I see on this pair, and therefore I wouldn't say I'm selling it right now, because the minor trend, even with this huge pullback, turned green, but it's really aggressively pointing downward. So I know that it's going to be red. So the major trend is red, the minor trend is red. The entry line is currently red, so I don't know. This is a little error in the infinity box. That's why I need to still look at it. But basically, the entry line here is currently red, but it should actually become green, because you want that pullback. You want from down, you want that pullback. If that pullback is finished, and it will retest on those actually floating support resistance levels. So if it will float, or if it will hit those major trends and then drop, then you will have a very good selling opportunity. For now, it's definitely not what you want. I'm gonna save this for myself to look later at Euro CHF. Then Euro USD is definitely in a downtrend mode. Actually, the sell here came last week, red, 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 and we got a second sell here. It became green for a second, so this is a 60-70 pips. Then we have a new sell. It was very short, about 30 pips, and we have green right now. We are in the cloud. So for this one, I would really like pivots to tell me how deep can we go. So that's basically, it's pretty clear. Price needs to get under the cloud, and then under pivot level. From pivot level, we have 15 pips to S2 and 28, and this would be the 60 pips that you might be looking for. So we go from here to S2 to S0. That's a day trade, and then next day trade can be till there. So Euro USD, I'm definitely selling mode, but I want to come, the price needs to come to pivot. Basically, I'm selling below pivot and buying above pivot in an uptrend, not in a downtrend. Do you think that there will be ever an alarm we could have when a sell or buy appears on the chart? Yes, I think the alarms are already there. Add an alert, infinity trading tool, major trend here, arrow long. I will double check this, but there's options to do the arrow long and the arrow short to get alerts, guys. Definitely, and you can do open-ended, so you get it. You can do once per bar, once per minute, once per bar close. They come only at the end of the bar though. And then here we have it's not really crossing. It's just like happening basically. If that arrow short or arrow longs appears, but this is like crossing a certain value. You don't want that. Entering channel. I don't know. I need to double check this, and otherwise we can maybe do something about it. But yeah, there should be opportunities for getting notifications on TradingView. The only thing is, it's very quickly that you need Pro, because if you want those notifications, basically, let's say here I'm adding an alert now. Crossing value only once. Potential sell entry. Create. So now under my alerts, I'm actually not really using this a lot. So here I had some sell entries from last week that were triggered, so we could sell those on time. So now I have one for Euro USD. The little problem with alerts is that if you want to have ongoing alerts, you need to have a pro version or a premium version even to get a certain amount of alerts. So I think that only the platinum or premium version has unlimited. Yeah, I have premium. It has unlimited alerts. So that's a little investment in TradingView that you need if you want to have those alerts. So let me go over this in the next session, guys. Um, if I missed the part where you're saying is there a way to rewind and listen again? So at the end of the stream, if you talk about the stream, at the end of the stream, you're able to go back. I don't think if you go to the stream right now, if you can already go back. Let me check that. New private window. Boom. No, this is just live. So you can't scroll back yet, but when it's finished, you can actually just watch the video again, and then there's this scroll bar to go back in time on the video, so you can listen from the start. How do I get the pivot levels? I can't find it in indicators. It's because it is a paid tool that I'm selling on my website. So I will put it one more time in the chat here. So you can check it out and you can decide if you want to use my tools or not. There's two different tools, the TradingView Infinity Trading Tool, the pivots levels, and I have the Infinity Box. And the Infinity Box is still beta, but will come to everyone who ordered any Infinity tools when it's fully ready. And something really cool is coming is the Infinity Index. I made it gray for now, but that will come later this month in July. I want to make an Infinity Index. I want to add one more thing here, is if the price is above the cloud or below the cloud. And then we have 5 values. So the Infinity Index can go up to +5, as in buy, or -5, as in strong sell. But you can start buying from, for example, +3 or -3. So if multiple of the, if basically it's a value to say, okay, you can buy, you can sell, or it's a strong buy or it's a strong sell. And I would love to have that on the chart here to understand it in one overview. But even better is that if we have a table with all the pairs on it and not even looking at the chart, understanding which pairs are which Infinity Index. And I might be even able to do all kinds of stuff with that. Like I'm having so many ideas and so many things that I want to do. So I need some more programming time. This weekend I did absolutely nothing. It was purely family weekend. So yeah, something for later, that's for sure. Running through the GBP pairs. So when it's a downtrend, you just want it to be a clear downtrend. Currently, we are spiking above with all the USD pairs, all the USD related pairs. So I'm looking for a nice upward downtrend. Mostly I'm turning pivots off. Here we had a nice buy, 50 pips buy on Thursday. And of course, a crash here. Very, very active work on Euro as well. This was NFT time also, yeah. Crazy busy markets on Friday. Normally it's quite shallow. So here we have a few uptrends. Here we have some old trade ideas that we said, okay, wait till here, buy. That's really great. No selling here because the major trend was still down, and only one early sell is if it goes down, retests, and then drop. But this one didn't even retest. It just broke and just kept falling. It's kind of impossible to get that. Guys, I'm probably one of the more honest people that are giving trade ideas. What do we have here? Oh, that's when we published the idea. Okay, cool. That's when we published the tools, the newest version. There's a little new version coming. just as an upgrade, you will not even feel or see that. TradingView wants a little bit more text connected to the tool. So if you see a red, if you see it and it's red background, don't worry. It's just that the TradingView, those guys want to understand what we are doing on their platform, so they need a little bit more explanation about the tool. So I'm gonna write some nice text. Red, 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 below the cloud. Here we go. Here we have something. Euro JPY. Major trend down, minor trend down, entry line red, CCI in minus 140, which means that it probably will continue a bit. So take profit one would be 20 pips. It's actually more of a day trade. 20 pips, 40 pips, maybe for tomorrow. But it's a really nice one. Euro JPY for the sell. Move down before, pullback, move down, pullback, and then we are gonna move down further. Trend is clear. Major trend is red since, what is this, Tuesday? Minor trend is red. So the 4-hour agrees with us. The 1-hour agree with us. We are under the cloud. We are under pivot. It would be good for seeing it below S2 to go one pivot level, 20 pips, on the next pivot level, 40 pips. Official take profit 131.25, but check here those low levels, and then the bodies are 131.29.6. So I would say 129.6 or 0.3. So 131.3 would be a little bit safer. Would be a little bit safer, 131.3, because that's where we have this level. So that's Euro JPY for the sell mode. And then we have the last pair for today is the GBP JPY that is not in a certain trend. So we have Euro JPY, we have Euro USD, AUD NZD, and AUD CAD for the 4 trades of this session. I'm going to publish the Euro JPY, and then we are going to be finished, guys. I want to thank you for joining this session. Did you talk about Euro GBP? Yeah, it's up and down and more sideways than a certain trend. So I'm not a Euro GBP fan for today. What are your settings for CCI? Just default. The point is just I would like to see a plus 100 or a minus 100. But CCI 20, just default. Like a currency strength meter? Yes. Yeah, the Infinity Index would be like a currency strength meter, but one index per pair. So it will not say this pair plus, this pair minus. It will be in one clear overview, one number. It would say buy, sell, strong buy, or strong sell, or neutral, which means do nothing. So, all right, guys, I want to thank you for joining today. Tomorrow we have a private session for everyone who is doing the trading, who has the trading tools. Check your email for the invite later today. We are going to invite you with a private TradingView link, which is for everyone who has ordered the Infinity tools. And we are going to trade on the 15 minutes active live entries, live trading together. I'm really looking forward to that. We were going to do that every Tuesday, and we might do extra sessions of that as well. Maybe public sessions, private sessions. We will see. More update will follow. You can also follow me on Instagram at bkoiman. I'm going to do way more things there. Need to make some new posts since I have my account back. And but I made some stories already. I have some answers to some questions to answer there as well. Looking forward to all of that, guys. Have an amazing week, and we see each other on the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.